Toni Braxton just released her new album titled Spell My Name, and it's actually pretty good. The track lists are as followed: Dance, Do It with Missy Elliott, Gotta Move On featuring H.E.R, Fallin, Spell My Name, O.V.E.R.R, Happy Without Me, Saturday Night, Do It, and Nothin, which was a bonus track. Now, I was really never a huge Toni Braxton fan, but because my mom used to play it all the time in front of me as a youngin', I know she got some bangers. He Wasn't Man Enough for Me was hot. And plus I love the features for this album. I mean, it has H.E.R, which is a great artist, but also it has Missy Elliott, who is a legend at what she does. Spell My Name is Toni Braxton's 10th studio album, and the first song that was released from the album was Dance. Now, Dance was written and produced by Antonio Dixon. They worked together for many years, and the song was actually a banger. It had good vibes. It's about the feelings you get when you move on from a heartbreak. Now, fun fact. Now, if you didn't know, a remix was actually made with the producer Dave Audie, and that track went #1 on the UK's commercial pop club chart. Dance is a really good song. The production is tight, and it really does what the song says. I mean, it make you dance. You don't know who Toni Braxton is? Well, let me tell you. Toni Michelle Braxton is a singer-songwriter, pianist, record producer, actress, and television personality from Severn, Maryland. Now, some of you may know her from Braxton Family Values, but if you're like me and you're born in '96, you either know it because 1, your mom listened to her, or 2, her songs constantly played on the R&B and soul radio station on a day-to-day basis. Her genres include things like R&B, soul, hip-hop, dance, and pop, and she sold over 67 million records worldwide and 41 million albums. She is one of the highest selling female R&B artists in history, and along with that recognition, she has won 7 Grammys, 9 Billboard Music Awards, 7 American Music Awards, and many more. In 2011, she was inducted into the Georgia Music Hall of Fame. But let's take it back. So in the late 1980s, she actually started performing in a group with her sisters called the Braxtons. Now, the group was so successful, it actually attracted producers like L.A. Reid and Babyface. And from there, the rest is history. I mean, L.A. Reid, Babyface, come on now. Now, her first studio album in 1993 actually had a lot of success. It reached #1 on the Billboard 200 charts and sold over 10 million copies worldwide. I repeat, this is her first album. On top of that, that same album gave her 3 Grammys, and one of those being the Best New Artist Award. Now, I repeat, this is her first album. 3 years later, she kept the fire going with Secrets, and that album had 3 #1 singles: You're Making Me High, Let It Flow, Unbreak My Heart, and The Heat. After this, she continued to release albums like More Than a Woman, Libra, and Post, but during this time, she actually experienced a lot of contract and health issues. Fast forward in time, she actually threatened to quit the music business. But, you know, Babyface and her came together in 2014, and they ended up releasing a duet album called Love, Marriage, and Divorce, which helped them earn a Grammy and the Best R&B Album in 2015. Now, outside of music, she is a television executive producer. She competed in the 7th season of Dancing with the Stars. She executive produced and starred in the Braxton Family Values, which has been airing since 2011. And she's also the executive producer of Tomorrow Events. Now she is 52 years old, and I say she's killing the game. And she just so happened to release her 10th album titled Spell Her Name, which is a good segue. Now, we already talked about Dance, so let's go ahead and get to the other songs. Now, Do It, the production is actually up to the modern day sounds. The production is actually pretty fire, and Missy's verses is actually crazy. I feel like Missy never really disappoints. And to note, Do It was actually released as a single also. Now, Gotta Move On, I love the orchestra at the beginning. The live instrumentation was a nice touch, and I think the bass solo was great at the beginning, and I thought that it really pushed the song throughout. Now, I was surprised to actually only hear H.E.R on the hook. I figured she'd have a verse, but you know, that guitar solo was fire though. Go ahead and leave a guitar emoji in the comments. And then also do me a favor and like this video and subscribe. Now, Fallin actually continues with that orchestra, which is pretty nice. It's actually probably my favorite production and favorite song, and I actually added this track to my playlist. I think the hook is catchy. I think Toni's voice sounds pretty amazing on this track as well. Y'all do y'all thing with this one. Now, Spell My Name, I was actually surprised to hear a feature on this song because it was not listed. But nevertheless, solid production. I would just personally prefer to listen to the instrumental rather than just the whole song itself. I think that, I don't know, something about the lyrics and the music just did not clash. Maybe the singing wasn't fit for the beat itself, but it wasn't my favorite. Now, with the rest of the song, I actually was not expecting piano-driven songs to finish off the album, but Nevertheless, I thought that it was a good way to show her vocalism. I just feel like maybe they should have kept the same vibe like they had in the beginning to the end. I feel like that made more sense. Then the bonus track, Nothin, gives me a lot of country vibes. But I mean, it was well written. Now my favorite track hands down is Fallin. I feel like nothing else really was on that same level. Overall, it was pretty good songs, but Fallin was definitely a banger. I feel like nothing comes up to that level, man. Like, that's the one. Now my least favorite is Spelling My Name. Like I said before, I think that the production is great, but I don't know, something about the singing and the production, it just does not work to me. But overall, the album is pretty solid. Definitely impressed, and I'll probably listen to it again. So here are my final ratings for the project. My final ratings include production at 8. I thought the production was solid. I think they did a great job, and I mean, they gave me another song to add to my playlist. Songwriting, I gave it a 9. I thought all the songs was written pretty well. The only song I just did not like I said, was Spell My Name. I think the lyrics and the beat does not work that well to me. Vocalism, I gave it an 8. I think that Toni Braxton can sing. I mean, hands down. And to be 52, goodness gracious, like, she still got that voice. And then lastly, for overall feel, I gave it a 7. Like I said, I'll listen to the album again, but again, it's not really my vibe, but I thought it was solid. So altogether, I gave it a 8 for the total score. And there you have it. Alright y'all, thank y'all for watching this video. Definitely leave a thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe to this channel. We almost at 200 subscribers. Help me get there. Comment below, let me know what you think about the album. And put me on if there's a Toni Braxton song that I need to listen to right now. Definitely comment that below. Comment your favorite. And to note, my production company, Simplicity Productions, is producing a film titled The Pros and Cons. We're currently raising financing. We're looking for 12,000 within Stevie Spark, and we have currently 6,000 raised. Help us get there. We need 6,000 more within 30 days. The film is a comedy about a overconfident con man who gets conned. It is funny, it is a thriller, and in all honesty, you'll never guess who was the actual con artist. But yeah, if you want to donate, I would definitely leave the link to the Stevie Spark below in the description. And go ahead and help us, support us, and help us create, because we want to create stuff that not only entertains, but also teaches you at the same time. And remember, your only limitations are those in your own mind. Alright, StevieTV out. Katy Perry. Yes, I am reviewing Katy Perry. Now, if you don't know by now, I don't just review one genre. Even though hip hop is my favorite, but that's